Good morning. Hello, hello. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. I think all the feeds are going. Keeping along the lines with my theme, my monkey mug that my daughter made she filled it up to the top here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a strawberry smoothie with protein powder, Nutrimeal protein powder, Nutrimeal free. So we added our own berries, I think bananas as well. And I think she added chia seeds. So it's really, really healthy. I'm going to enjoy that a little bit later. So I hope that you're having a great morning so far, or good evening or good afternoon, depending on where you're tuning in from. Uh, and thanks for joining me on these daily motivation mornings. So are you sitting at home right now, like I am? You're sitting at home, or are you sitting in your car, or are you already maybe at work? What are you thinking about it? What are you seeing around you? Our eyes are the windows, our windows to our soul. They are always wandering. And did you know that they can actually notice over 50 things per second? Our eyes can see uh, 50 things per second. So they'll stop at what we have, right? They'll stop at what we have. They'll stop at what we like, and they'll stop at what we don't have that we wish we want to have, right? So up to the point when we start to envy something, we're pretty content, right? Envy actually steals our joy. I enjoy cars. I've always have since I was a little kid, and I respect the classics, and I really like the new exotics as well. The ones on the magazines and on the internet. And I've worked on hundreds of them in my college years, and I admire the fine detail, the engineering that they put something into that can travel over 200 miles an hour. And with these new electric cars, it's even more amazing. And I'm really, really astounded with the technology that they put into these. So I'll be sitting in my car, which I love. I love my truck, and then my mind starts to drift. Right, starts to drift, and it drifts because one of these cars would and pull up beside me at the light, and I'd glance over and I'd start looking at it. And today's quote is, when you envy others, you disrespect the life you have worked so hard to create, right? When you envy others, you disrespect the life you have worked so hard to create. And I know my wife and I, we work really hard, and to have the things in our lives for us and our family. And then we get into work and we're envious of other people, right? We hang around and hear of coworkers who was lucky enough to get away to get away over the weekend to Vegas while we were stuck at home, right? We're surrounded by things that have us wishing for more. And is that wrong? Is it wrong? Well, I don't think so, right? I don't think so. It's not to want more and to work harder, but it's when that's all you think about, that's when it's wrong. This probably started many years ago, many, many years ago when we were growing up. We see things on TV, we look through magazines. Now we're scrolling through social media. We get bombarded with the good life, right? The good life. And we start piling on all the wants and the must-haves, the bigger homes, the fancier TVs, the nicer clothes. My kids went through this, and it's still a struggle, right? They're still going through this where um, it's hard to come up with explanations, why we don't have a bigger house. Do we need a bigger house? Do we need a bigger car? Do we need another car? Do we need the latest fancy gadgets? This was real apparent when when we had our road trip down to LA. We went to Beverly Hills, and we were walking around Rodeo Drive, and as you can expect, yep, it's just like on TV. There was glitz everywhere. $1 million Bugattis parked on the street, designer stores everywhere, and people really dressed to the nines. They really dressed really, really well. And what can we say? And what should we say? What should we say? What could we do? Really, we did our best to share with them that it's okay to work smart. It's okay to work hard. It's okay to work towards something where you want to have the things that you want along the way, but make sure that you're also bringing along others, right? You're bringing people with you, and help as many others do the same thing and be a better self so that they can serve more, that they can enjoy life more, right? So that's the key. Hey, Desjardins _can, sorry, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, put in the comments where you're joining in from. I'd love to give shout outs to where you're tuning in. Sats_3 1130. Welcome, welcome. Give you a wave there. Hopefully, you're having an awesome, awesome start to your day so far. But yeah, basically to want more and to have more, that's okay. But as long as you're bringing people along and you're helping other people do the same thing, and I think that's super super important. And being envious of people and the stuff is good. Is good if they drive us to achieve higher, right? We always want to achieve higher, and if that helps us do that, then that's good. But it's not the love of that. And people, you hear the saying, the love of money is the root of all evil, right? But it's what you do with it that's super important. So envy is a similar thing, and it's not for stature, right? It's not for stature. It's not for recognition, but it gives you the opportunity to be in a position to affect more lives. So my wife and I, we share with our kids about what we have and why we are blessed to have what we have. We have a home where many do not. We have a vehicle when many do not. We have jobs that provide a very good way of life and having extra so we can donate and volunteer, right? I think that's super important. Winnipeg, awesome, awesome. Hopefully it's okay there. I'm not sure if you guys are experiencing the snow because I know someone in Saskatchewan is. So that's kind of uh, odd. Hey, Tactful, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope that you guys aren't having snow down where you are too. But we can donate and we can volunteer it. When we have more, we can do more. So it took a few years, right? Because they're teenagers, they're super influential. There's peer pressure involved. That's crazy, right? That's them experiencing it, but then we have to kind of put a lid on that, right? And they understand. So they're great kids. They understand hot. Oh, good. Hot is better than snow, right? For you in Winnipeg, but they understand, right? They understand, and everything you have is because you worked and sweated for. You worked really hard for. So never discount that, right? And be very, very grateful because no matter where you think you are, there are people looking at you and they're envious of your life and what you have and your possessions and where you actually are in life, right? So everyone's always on their own little scale. So thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for joining from Winnipeg. Tactful, you're down in Idaho, I believe. Yeah, I can't get up to the scroll here, but thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow so that you'll get these every morning. I come on 9 a.m. every morning on the weekdays, and don't forget to tap that heart, leave a comment, share with me today kind of what you envy, but that also helps drive you. I think that's important. Is what do you envy, but then helps drive you so that you can do more, achieve more, so that you can help other people as well. And you can catch these replays on Facebook. I go on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and don't forget to be better, right? Be better, strive to be better, be bigger, live bigger, be bigger in terms of reach, be that change that people are looking for. People are out there waiting for you to help them make these changes, and you could be that beacon of light to help them do that. So take care and enjoy the sunshine, snow, wherever you are, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.